We got the soul sessions. Soul sessions. We got the soul sessions.
Kia ora, talofa lava, maolele, and welcome to Soul Sessions, a show celebrating gospel music in Aotearoa. We've got something different for you on the show today. He's this country's most in-demand saxophonist who plays with the best New Zealand artists, including Vince Harder, Stan Walker, Three Houses Down, and Catch a Fire. Here is Thabani Gapara. What a way to open the show. Thabani, welcome to Soul Sessions.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, we're going to have a good time today. Tell me a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you're from.
I'm originally from Zimbabwe, and I've had the pleasure of living in New Zealand now for about north of 10 years now. And it's been a fantastic time, like having the pleasure to be welcomed into the music community has been fantastic. It's just been a great time.
Tell me about the saxophone. How did you fall into playing that instrument?
Well, when I was in high school, I tried out a whole bunch of different instruments. So right from the get-go, it was singing in choirs and trying the violin, which my parents found really painful because you're just like so noisy and terrible sounding. Tried playing some traditional music instruments from home. So the marimbas, the mbiras, played the snare drum in the marching band, tried to play the drum kit. And round about the time I was 17, somebody in the marching band asked if anybody would like to learn to play the saxophone. And I was like, well, that sounds like a bit of me, yeah. And it was really a way for me to be able to play music in the school band with my friends, especially one in particular who was already performing professionally. There were a few musicians in the school band who had had the opportunity to play in the professional music scene.
Yeah.
So it was exciting to be able to play in the same in the same band with these guys. Yeah. And some of those guys were the reason that I ended up pursuing music professionally as well, and gave me some of my first music performance opportunities. So I suppose the answer is I just wanted to play music with my friends.
Love that.
Yeah.
And you've continued to do so?
I have. I've had the honor of being able to study music and been afforded quite a lot of great opportunities to travel and perform music. So I'm from Zimbabwe, moved to South Africa, which for me has been the place where a lot of the music that I love is being made. And there's just so much great music across the board. Got to study over there, met some amazing musicians over there, and then moved from South Africa to New Zealand. And since I moved here, it's been much the same.
Afrocentric funk jazz, how did you come up with that name?
So the first band I played in when I finished high school was called The Color Blue. And the band leaders in that band were very passionate about finding music and making music that had a sense of place.
Yes.
That sounded like home.
Yeah.
And I've always carried that and had opportunities to play with musicians who also equally kind of have that passion for that.
Yes.
And then coming over here and meeting guys like the boys from 3 Houses Down, boys from Catch a Fire, playing with recently in the last couple of years, a lot of music with Rob Ruha as well. And these artists are so passionate about also identity being really closely attached to the art that they're making. And so for me, it's been really encouraging to just fall in love with the sounds of home.
Yeah.
And the idea of Afrocentric jazz for me is connected to some musicians that I've been in love with since high school.
I love that. I love that. And in your journeying around the world, is there a big difference between the music scene here in Aotearoa and the music scene in South Africa with your style of music?
I think every place has something unique in how people respond to music.
Yeah.
In Aotearoa, it's been reggae. In South Africa, I think currently a big movement is a type of house called Amapiano. But from place to place, there's that, but there's also people have an appreciation for variety of music.
Yeah.
And that's meant someone who makes the kind of music I do is always afforded an opportunity to have some kind of an audience.
Yeah.
Which has been a pretty amazing experience.
Thanks so much for sharing, Thabani. We look forward to connecting more and to Hanuchu after the break.
Soul Sessions, Soul Sessions.
Kia ora, Kwazuai. Here at Soul Sessions, we like to Hanuchu, which means to korero, chat in Rotuman. Thabani, oh man, so singing in New Zealand, vocalists, they like to take the limelight, but you are the most in-demand saxophonist at the moment, the go-to. You've been performing with everybody that's an amazing singer in this space. How does it feel like to be in demand from those big artists?
It's been a blessing because a lot of those relationships have to do with, I suppose, those artists choosing to trust that I have something to give to their art and that they welcome my point of view of how I kind of get to make music. which is an honor, really.
Hey, let's talk about gospel music now. And I'm really interested to talk about this because gospel music in Zimbabwe, spiritual music, tribal music, with gospel music in Aotearoa. Is there a link there for you and how you jam that music out?
I think there's a really strong community of music making in church. I didn't play any music in church. I mean, I started playing quite late. But once I started in my journey, there was so many opportunities to play in gospel music in church, and just coming over here and also experiencing quite a lot of the similar sort of spaces of just a passion for worship, a passion for praise music has been like, seeing that connection that we have, and I think it plays a part in me feeling welcome because we have these shared connections for our love for worship and praise.
What do you think one of the main similarities is between like African gospel music and Polynesian gospel music?
I think the love for just joy.
Joy?
Yeah. There's a really beautiful, just Polynesian people and like Pacifica people have a really strong connection with the joy of, praise.
Yeah.
And I feel like African people
we
have
do like to party.
Well, there you go. And I feel like from an African perspective, there's a very strong feeling of
you guys like to
seeking
party too.
Yeah. So it's just like it feels natural just stepping into a lot of these spaces and being like, oh yeah, it's just like home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Great. So speaking of telling about your stories, you had an EP called The Griot's Path.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, The Griot's Path is a collection of songs that I suppose are some of the first pieces of music that I've written.
Yes. Does the name mean anything to
Well,
you?
the name specifically comes from the idea that in Western Africa, the griot is the person in the community, in the village, who tells stories of where the people have come from and shares the history of the people through song. And I felt like using that title, The Griot's Path, is sort of announcing to the world that I am stepping onto that path through my own, endeavor of creating music and taking ownership of that role of wanting to be a storyteller through song.
I love it. And I can't wait to hear this next piece. We are going to hear another original by Thabani, and it's called Tears.
Sessions, Soul Sessions.
Welcome to Soul Sessions. We're here to hanuchu with Thabani Gapara, a saxophonist who plays Afrocentric funk jazz fusion. Wow. Thabani, tell me about Aotearoa gospel. What does that mean for you?
I think for me, Aotearoa gospel is a celebration of not just sound, but culture as well, and connection, and the joy of praise, like I mentioned earlier.
Love
and
it.
I've been fortunate over the years to play in church with local musicians and being welcomed into several congregations. A couple of things that come to mind. We did. I remember we did one really awesome praise and worship session with Stan Walker a few years back, and most recently recording on the Mohau album with Rob Ruha, and he featured like a whole bunch of really amazing artists, Bella Kalolo, the Kahal Choir, and it was all recorded live, one take, and that's it, you know.
Hey, we get to have some quick fire questions now on this part of the show.
Okay.
So you just say the first thing that comes off the top of your mind. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, bass or drums?
Bass.
If you were a celebrity animal, would you be a talking donkey or the fish that swallowed Jonah?
Ooh. Talking donkey.
Okay, you've got some miracle powers. Are you going to turn water into wine or multiply any food?
Multiply food. That's easy.
Would you like to be as wise as Solomon or as strong as Samson?
Wise as Solomon.
We're going to have a jam session now. Are we going to jam with herbs or 660?
Herbs.
Piano or guitar?
Piano.
Flute or fiddle?
Flute.
Do you choose the backing vocals or a big gospel choir? What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Big choir.
Okay.
Big choir.
All right. If I give you a weapon of choice, are you going to choose a slingshot or a donkey's jawbone?
Slingshot. Especially those old school ones.
Yeah.
Those are dangerous. Slingshot for sure.
Thank you so much, Thabani, for coming on the show today and to your band.
It's been a pleasure.
And thank you for watching Soul Sessions. We're on to our final song for today, a special arrangement just for Soul Sessions. It's called Be Still and Know.
the soul sessions. Soul sessions. We got the soul sessions. Soul sessions.